This is Omar Miranda with What's Your Problem? I know that you probably know somebody who is excited about World Cup 2018. I used to play a lot of soccer when I was much younger, in high school and in middle school and in elementary school. In fact, I have with me something, somewhat of an artifact. It is my senior yearbook from my senior year. And in this yearbook, I'm not going to open it, but in this yearbook, you will see, if you knew me, that I was the MVP for that year. And I was also the MVP for soccer out of my entire school for 2 other years. So out of 3 out of 4 years, I was the most valuable player for soccer. I loved soccer. I was the captain of the varsity team, and I really had a blast. I enjoyed it, and played all the way up through college, and it was just really, really fun. Now, to be honest with you, I haven't really been keeping track of what's been going on with the World Cup. And I know that there are a lot of people have, and it's been, I think it's been going on for a whole month, and tomorrow at 11 a.m., the World Cup final will be played, and that will be kind of a big deal. There are people that are really, really upset about it. There are people that are really, really excited about it. There are people that have gotten into fights and become violent about it. I've seen grown men and women cry, bawl like babies. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're very emotional. They're very excited about it. But I wanted to share with you what it takes to be that level of athlete. You know, it takes a lot of endurance. It takes a lot of focus. You got to say no to a lot of things to say yes to be a world-class athlete. And the Apostle Paul, writing to the Christians in a little city called Corinth, in chapter 9 of the letter called 1 Corinthians, he writes to them about just that. He says to them that, "Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes in a strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize." Now, Paul, of course, is using sports and athletes and athletics as a metaphor for the Christian life. And if you're a Christian, he's basically saying this: hey, you know what? Just because you've been a Christian for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 40 years, you still need to have self-discipline and self-control. The Christian life is not one where you can just decide to just kind of, I'm just going to chill and take it easy and not really focus on doing much today. Because like an athlete that is getting ready for the Olympics, or an athlete that's getting ready for the World Cup, they can't take a break. Every single day they've got to train, they've got to stay focused. And Paul was talking about himself earlier in that chapter. He was talking about all of the rights, all of the things that he had done to make himself, all of the qualifications that he had as an apostle. And he was saying, regardless of all that stuff, his focus every day is still on staying focused on having a relationship with Jesus. Want to know how to do that? Shoot me an email. Send me a message. You can leave me a note here on my YouTube channel. Paul wants every Christian to be focused. Why? Not for a crown. Back then it was just a bunch of leaves that would die in a couple hours. But he says an imperishable crown. In other words, a crown that is made of precious stones and precious metals. But more than that, what the crown represents is an eternity of a relationship face to face with Jesus Christ. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to that. So this is Omar with What's Your Problem? I will see you next week. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up or thumbs down. You can subscribe here, 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 or here. This is Omar Miranda. What's Your Problem? Have a good week. See you next week. Bye.